There's been a lot of talk nationally about voter fraud. Here in Nebraska, steps to ensure that votes are valid and accurately counted range from voter identification to post-election audits by election commissions.
6 News producer Roger Hamer is on your side with a look at security measures here in the metro to prevent voter fraud.
Drop boxes have become a popular option of casting a mail-in ballot in Douglas County.
On average, 77% of all ballots returned that are by mail use one of our drop boxes. And we encourage voters to use our drop boxes. It's the most direct way between the voter and us.
Douglas County Election Commissioner Brian Cruz tells 6 News these drop boxes are the best way to cast your vote. No one has access to your ballot once it goes in the slot until it gets counted. There are a baker's dozen of these boxes across Douglas County, and while it looks like they sit unattended, that's not the case.
Each and every one of them has a camera on it. They're monitored 24 hours a day. They are safe and secure. We've never had a problem with any of them up to this point.
Cruz says Nebraska state law allows for others to take our ballots and drop them off at these boxes, and this is probably where charges of voter fraud gain a voice because
there's a risk when you do that, because just because you give it to somebody doesn't mean it's returned until it's in our possession. So we understand there's individuals who may not be able to get out of their homes or things of that nature, but we always encourage people, if you have to give your ballot to somebody to return it, only give it to somebody you know and trust.
Cruz says we can check the early voting icon on the Election Commission's website after a few days to make sure our ballot was turned in. And he says several steps are taken to guarantee the validity of each and every vote aimed at eliminating the possibility of voter fraud.
When you cast your ballot, it's one vote for one person, and their voice absolutely is heard.
On your side, Roger Hamer, WOWT 6 News.
Thanks, Raj. Brian Cruz says the Election Commission just upgraded its camera system and now has 39 cameras across the country. He says the commission does not use third-party cameras anymore and that all data is now gathered internally.